Welcome to Kepa Life. Joining me this month are Rob Hennin, Chief Executive Officer of NIB, and Chris Carnall, who is the National Manager Advisor Distribution for NIB New Zealand. Welcome, guys.
Thank you, Jeff. Great to be here, and thank you for your support over the last 5 years and for the support of the Kepa members.
Thanks, Rob. Rob, over the last 5 years since NIB launched in New Zealand, Kepa members know that the NIB team have been exceptionally busy during that period of time, and you guys have grown the business a lot. Looking to the future, what do you and NIB want to achieve, and is the strategy more of the same, or do you see something different and big changes going forward?
As you said, it's been a fantastic 5 years, and I really do want to thank you and the members for your support. We could not have got to where we are without you. It's been a wonderful time. We pay about $500,000 worth of claims today, every day, day in, day out. Our revenue's up about 50%. And this has been a market where we really have been able to innovate and bring new things to market, and they've resonated really well with both advisors and with their clients. But you can't just be a payer anymore in terms of strategy. I think the other thing that you've got to be able to do is you've got to be able to predict not just risk, but also illness, and then be a partner with the customer and with health providers in terms of preventing disease in the future. And so we've launched some platforms like First Choice Network, where we can help control costs going forward. We've got a network of providers now who work with us to treat customers and give patients the care they need. That'll continue in the future, but what you'll see is a lot more in terms of predicting health risk and preventing it in future.
You're right in your opening comment that the 5 years, I just don't know where that's gone. And
it's been a good 5 years.
Oh, it's been fantastic. We've certainly enjoyed our association with you guys, and that's phenomenal, the amount of claims that you're paying. I mean, 5 years ago, it was nothing like that, and that's superb. So people normally think, or usually think of health insurance companies as focused on claims payment, as you said before. So what are those proactive health management programs that you are working with, and who are they for?
Well, they should be for everybody, and in fact the approach that you see globally and the approach that we will follow is, at the end of the day, you have a pool of customers. That's what insurance is all about. Yep. And you have a pool of customers with different risks. And so I think the skill that we bring as an insurer is being able to stratify that risk. And just imagine a triangle with the top bit being people with really acute and chronic and long-term illnesses, and at the bottom people who are fundamentally well. And the secret is to keep as many people well as you possibly can, and to actively engage with people who are at the top of the risk pyramid. And so what you've already seen us do with our partnership with Ngāti Whātua, and you'll see us bringing into the group space and increasingly into the consumer space, a range of programs, starting with Health HQ, which is our wellness platform. Building on that, it's got an embedded health risk assessment within that program, and being able to identify where people are at risk and help them to stay healthy if they're healthy, giving them living programs, but also where they are at risk, giving them access to programs at little or no cost. Because at the end of the day, it's to our benefit to keep them healthy. Give them access to programs like our coach program, like a virtual GP program, programs for diabetes to stop smoking, maintain their weight or reduce it. Those kind of programs to help keep them well. And then also a concierge service so that if they need to get treatment in a hurry, they know where they can get it and get it well. And that's where the First Choice Network fits in to help them do that. So it really is being an active health partner to drive long-term health outcomes for our clients.
So really, really sort of disrupting the status quo going forward. You guys are proactively working with the community to achieve those results.
Well, we think so, but it looks like disruption, but at the end of the day, it's inevitable. This is what customers want. This is where the industry is going internationally, and we have to be more than just a payer. Paying is good. $500,000 worth of claims a day is good, but at the end of the day, we have to be more of that. We have to be a partner with the advisor to actually look after their customers. We've got to be a partner with the provider in terms of, at the end of the day, they look after both of our clients. And partnering with the customer itself to help them get the access to the healthcare they need.
So, Rob, I've heard you mention, and you've mentioned to me on a couple of occasions, white coat. What's white coat, and what's the relevance of white coat in the marketplace?
Well, we've talked about being an active health partner, and so white coat, if you can imagine it, is really TripAdvisor for your health providers. So if you think about the journey we go through, we want to search for a provider. You know, who's a great knee specialist or who's a great back specialist? Who, you know, if we find one, how are they rated by the customers? You know, because we want to go to the best, you know, and we want to go to the guys who not just can do the job but have great health outcomes afterwards. You want to be able to book for that provider, and then you want the claim to be just seamless and easy. So that's what White Coat is. Launched it in Australia in 2013. It's now a joint venture partner with 4 of the biggest providers in Australia, looking after 80% of the claims in the marketplace. And it really is the fence at the top of the cliff rather than the ambulance at the bottom of the cliff. It's empowering customers to really take more care of their own health and giving them really good information to make informed choices.
And that's really working in New Zealand now?
It's been working in New Zealand by mid-year. It's working in Australia. It's been up and running since 2013, and so it's a really proven concept, and we hope that it will become an industry platform. You know, when you think about it from a provider point of view, if they've got customers who love them, and most providers do. You know, at the end of the day, if you get a successful outcome for your treatment, and of course we pay, the providers are going to get a really good rating, and it's a great promotional tool for providers as well.
That's fantastic, Rob. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you,
we
Jeff.
really appreciate you being with us once again today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Cool. Chris, I was at the Fidelity Life conference last week, and both NIB and Fidelity Life have announced renovations to their advisor product ranges. Kepa members who weren't at the Fidelity conference would love to hear about them, so I wonder if you could just tell us the good news.
Absolutely, Jeff, and thanks for having us along today. You're right, both NIB and Fidelity Life have made some significant product announcements at conference yesterday. And also just this morning we've emailed all our advisor partners and Kepa advisors with an email which actually contains all the detail around the renovation. But before I get into the detail there, it's important, our relationship with Fidelity Life is very important to us. We believe that advisors who can take a holistic health and life risk-based needs advice proposition to customers are going to be able to do the right job for their clients. And of course the contribution that we make to that partnership is through the provision of the health insurance cover. We're committed to supporting advisors and to earning the right to their business support. We realise they have choice, and of course we want to encourage advisors to have healthy conversations with their clients. So the product enhancements will give clients better cover and add further weight to the recommendations that advisors are making where they're making a recommendation for an NIB solution. The announcements that we've just made cover Ultimate Health Max and Easy Health, and I'll talk about them in a minute. But as Rob has said, NIB is very committed to innovation and to revitalising the private health insurance market in New Zealand. And as part of that product renovation, we wanted to go outside the square and to, I guess, give clients something of real value, something that they wouldn't expect, and something that sets us apart from the market, that they can really get some benefit from. So what we've done is, from the 21st of April 2018, all new Ultimate Health Max and Ultimate Health clients will have travel insurance cover provided as part of their benefits.
Chris, is that a 12-month cover, or is that a single trip?
So it's a 12-month cover.
Oh, fantastic.
So it's a multi-trip 12-month cover.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's
That's awesome. Really good news. Yeah.
And of course, many of our clients and many of your advisors' clients will absolutely be travelling on quite a regular basis. And of course, without travel insurance, clients can face some very significant unforeseen expenses if they happen to have a medical emergency when they're offshore. In terms of advisor benefits, the additional cover, it gives advisors an additional reason to recommend NIB as a health insurance provider for their clients.
Yeah, it's an awesome way of ring fencing clients, isn't it? I mean, you're offering the life, the health, and travel insurance. It's really bundling it all up for the client. You mentioned policy enhancements, so let's hear some of the good news, or some more good news, should I say?
So we've certainly taken the opportunity to renovate our product suite. One of the challenges in the market that we operate in, of course, is these enhancements can become a laundry list of enhancements that are really they're intended to meet the requirements that the rating agency houses. But really, our overall approach to health insurance is that the client gets a great outcome should they have something that goes wrong with their health. And so we've introduced a raft of new enhancements, many of which are based on advisor feedback. And they include both new features and enhancements to existing features in our product suite. Some of these enhancements and new features will appeal to all of our clients and be relevant for all of our clients, but some are just for particular client groups. Obviously females, for example, in terms of some of the reconstructive surgery in the case of mastectomies. Central to these changes, though, are the increases to the surgical and the medical benefits. So at NIB, our approach has always been to provide advisors with certainty of outcome. And we believe certainty with limits and guaranteed wording delivers a better outcome. Unlimited benefits sounds fine, but of course if procedures ever get to the cost which gets near current limits, there is the ability, of course, for providers to change policy wordings or reduce benefits, neither of which we think are in the interests of clients and what advisors are seeking to do for their clients. Because we don't think that advisors want that uncertainty, and we believe good limits and guaranteed wording delivers that a better outcome. What we've also done is we've added some features like a medical tourism benefit to Ultimate Health Max, which will enable people to choose treatment overseas if they wish. It'll appeal to people who want to combine a bit of an overseas period for recuperation in addition to the medical treatment, or those immigrants to New Zealand who might prefer to get treatment back in their home of origin because that's where their family and their friends are. And the new medical tourism benefit does complement the existing benefit that we've always had in place, whereby if treatment isn't available locally, then they've been able to go offshore for that specialist treatment. In terms of Ultimate Health, the core Ultimate Health, we've added a basic non-pharmac chemotherapy drugs benefit to Ultimate Health, which of course under Ultimate Health Max, non-pharmac drugs are already covered, but for Ultimate Health they haven't been, and so we've now introduced a benefit of up to $20,000 in that product. And we've increased many of the other benefits and the limits that are associated under the benefits, and widened some of the entitlement. For example, the premium waiver benefit's been extended from age 65 through to age 70.
Oh, cool.
So except for the free travel insurance cover, all of these benefit enhancements are passed back to existing Ultimate Health Max and Easy Health clients.
All retrospective, oh, that's awesome.
So again, it's all part of what our objective is, to ensure that clients have the right cover in place when they need it most. And in terms of Easy Health, we've also introduced some new benefits and enhancements to Easy Health. The key change to Easy Health is the addition of a up to $20,000 non-pharmac chemotherapy drug benefit. And we've also increased the Cover in Australia benefit under Easy Health to be 100% of efficient market price, up from 75% of usual customer and reasonable that it's been. And again, all of those enhancements to Easy Health will be passed back to existing Easy Health customers as well. And finally, we're going to restructure our premiums so that we can create greater transparency and align our premium structure with other insurers in the market. And that restructure will take place from 1 July, but we wanted to give advisors advance notice of it at the time that we're doing these product renovation changes. And that'll affect new Ultimate Health Max, Ultimate Health and Easy Health policies issued from 1 July. But existing clients at that stage won't be affected by that change. What we'll be doing, Jeff, is we'll be introducing a non-commissionable policy fee of $5 plus GST per month from 1 July. And at the same time removing the multi-life discount, because there's no additional policy fee for additional lives under the plan, which in effect results in a multi-life discount anyway. So the underlying premiums that will apply from 1 July will be reduced by the amount of the policy fee. So new clients won't be paying extra for NIB's products. It's going to be built into the price that they would have otherwise have been paying.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, you certainly have had the wheels in motion back in the factory, and a lot of work's been done there, and it's really great when you start hearing things like certainty for clients. I mean, that's the most important time of their life, isn't it? When they have to claim, they want to know exactly what they're going to get, when they're going to get it, and there's some awesome enhancements that you've made there. So where do our members go now? How do we find out more about the enhancements to the product and the promotion?
So in addition to diving into the email that we've sent out this morning, which will have all of the information, we certainly encourage Kepa members as well as our advisor partners to book a place at the Fidelity Life NIB roadshows that are coming up in May. And we'll explain all of these changes in more detail. Both the changes that Fidelity Life have made will obviously be there, as well as what we've done. And so that's what we suggest all advisors do, is book a seat there. And remembering, of course, that the travel cover and the new features are all included in policies issued from 21st of April. So really it's get out there and market and start talking to your customers about the new benefits.
Fantastic. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, Jeff.
It's been a pleasure once again having you with
And
us.
thanks for your support and for the support of the Kepa members.
More than welcome. Thank you. Well, that's it for this month, folks. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next month. Be careful out there. Bye for now.